Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Summer is in the full swing here in Italy, and there have been some updates to driving around Italy and taking the trains here, and I'm here today to share a little something that may help you if you're visiting Italy anytime soon. But before we begin, I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. Hit the bell button down below so you get all the notifications of the upcoming videos. Like this video, and if you want to help our channel grow, you can support us by hitting the thanks button down below or by buying me a coffee through the link in description box. Thank you so much to everyone who's already supporting us. Your help is crucial in keeping this channel afloat. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. Now let's talk about the cars first if you're planning to drive in Italy. First of all, I want to remind you that some cities like Milan in particular has this new Area B. Like, it's not really new, it's been around for 2 years approximately, but if it's your first time driving in Milan, I just want to let you know that there is this Area B, which is the limited traffic area in the center of Milan, and it is active on work days mostly. During weekends there is no Area B. However, there is no Area B for most cars, but there are still some cars that are prohibited from visiting and entering the Area B at all times. I will leave you more detailed information in the description box. Check it out. I will list all the types of cars that cannot enter. But yes, something to keep in mind if you're going to Milan and if you're planning to drive around there. The same thing has been introduced in Florence as well just recently, but it mostly regards the cars that are older and cause more pollution. So yeah, I will leave you the detailed information in the description box. And now let's move on to something else, something new that is coming up this autumn. From the 1st of October 2025, there will be this new rule concerning 3 northern regions, Lombardy, Emilia-Romagna and Piedmont. The new rule will touch all cities with more than 30,000 inhabitants, and it will prohibit some cars, in particular the diesel Euro 5 cars. So basically these are the cars produced between 2011 and 2015. So this new rule will prohibit them from entering the cities. So all cities with a population of 30,000 and above. And the rules will vary between these 3 regions. In Lombardy, for example, the rule will be applied to all of these cities from 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. on all work days, while in Emilia-Romagna, the rule will be very similar. It will only be applied during work days, but from 8:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., meaning in the evening, for example, these cars will be able to enter. In Piedmont, however, this rule will only concern the colder months. Well, colder, in my opinion, is very subjective because it will be in vigor from the 15th of September until the 15th of April every year. And in these months, from September to April, some cars will not be able to enter cities and towns in the designated hours. Speaking of Emilia-Romagna and Bologna in particular, if you want to enjoy Bologna or moving a little bit souther to enjoy Florence as well, while saving time and money, make sure to check out my travel guides. I have 2 comprehensive travel guides, one about Bologna, one about Florence, both cities where I lived and both cities that I know very, very well. So I share all of my best travel tips, my favorite things to do, hidden gems, secret places, all of the things, plus a digital map and custom itineraries, all of it in my guides. I will leave you the links in the description box, so check them out, and also make sure to follow me on Instagram for all the updates and all the information and just day-to-day life in Italy. Now moving on to the trains, there is one major update that I have never covered before because this is the 2025 update for the e-tickets for regional trains. So if you buy your digital ticket for your regional train travel, if your train is delayed or cancelled, every traveler will now be eligible for a refund, partial or full, depending on the situation, without having to request it. So it's basically an automatic thing now. If your train got delayed or cancelled, regional train, and you have the e-ticket, you don't need to request for a refund anywhere. It will just be an automatic procedure. You will get your money back. I also want to remind you about the new rule introduced last year that regards high-speed trains, the Freccia train, the Frecciarossa, Freccia Bianca, and Frecciargento trains. If you're traveling on these high-speed trains in Italy, since 2024, each passenger is allowed a maximum of 2 suitcases, so 2 suitcases per person, in addition to your handbag or backpack. Something to keep in mind if you're traveling and if you're not traveling light. By the way, if you happen to forget something, your personal objects, your bag or anything on the train, when you get off, there is a way to find your lost objects. First of all, if you realize immediately that you forgot something on board, most major train stations in big cities will have the customer service offices where you can go and ask them to contact the train staff. After that, the train staff on board will do some search, and if they find your lost objects, they will arrange for your personal belongings to be safely returned to you. But even if you realize later on that you forgot something on board, there is a way to find your belongings online in the Trenitalia database. There is this kind of lost and found service online where you can log in, you can register there and do the search, and then once you find your belongings, you can request for them to be returned to you. I will also leave you a link in the description box. It has never happened to me personally, but I know people who lost something on the train, who forgot basically something when getting off the train, and I know that it can be really complicated, but just wanted to let you know that it's not definite and there is still hope to recover your lost objects. Lastly, if you're traveling by trains with your pets, there are also some rules to keep in mind. First thing first, your pet, when in Italy, needs to have, its passport. This is a must, guys. You cannot leave your hotel without your pet's passport. The same way that you're carrying your personal passport, don't forget to carry your dog's passport with you. This is obligatory, and the train staff might actually ask you to show it. I have never seen a situation where they would, but they can. So, better safe than sorry. Next up, if you are dog, I'm assuming you're traveling with the dogs, but if you're traveling with cats or other pets, it applies the same way. All pets under 5 kilos can travel for free on Italian trains as long as they're traveling inside the pet carrier, secure pet carrier, and it also has to be positioned not far from you, like near you, without obstructing the area for other passengers. Next up, if you're traveling with medium to big size dogs, you will need to buy a separate ticket for your dog. On weekdays, the ticket costs €5, and then on Saturday, it only costs €1. The dogs must always be on a leash, and in some cases, they must wear a muzzle. And also, I know that some trains, especially high-speed trains like Italo, for example, will offer you for free a special kind of single-use rug for your dog that you will have to use on the floor when your dog lays down, and then you will be responsible for disposing of that rug. So, something to keep in mind, because all different train companies will operate differently, but the rule of thumb is that keep your dog on a leash, keep a muzzle somewhere nearby in case you're requested to put it on, have your dog's passport with you, and make sure that you know whether your dog needs or doesn't need a ticket, a separate ticket on the train. And that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to do this quick update, to share some information, especially some updates like the automatic refunds on trains, and also this new update that is coming in autumn about these Italian cities where you won't be able to enter if you have a certain type of car. It happens anywhere. Wherever you travel, there will be different regulations, different stuff. Here in Florence, there is so far no such regulation, but I will update you if something happens, because obviously, I'm checking out all the car regulations and other news and updates regarding Florence and Tuscany. But anyway, I hope, to keep you updated with everything that's happening in Italy. Speaking of which, I also want to remind you that Venice have already started its ticket process for entering. I also have a video on that. I will leave you a link in the description box, so check it out for more detailed information. And yeah, travel safely. I wish you all wonderful travels, whether you're going to Italy or elsewhere. Happy weekend, guys, and thank you so much for being here. Please enjoy your day.